Hey, let me see who's coming on. I'm gonna put a filter on. I wanna be cute. Not that filter. Okay. View requests. Go. Oh, cancel. Uh, hey, Christian.
Hey, you can hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Let me make sure the headphones are not an issue.
Okay. Let me add Ileana. Ileana, send us a request to join. Oh, there she go. Is Ileana? Hi. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
All right, all right. Um, so this is very much sporadic. And hi, everyone. We are Virtuoso Realty Group. Our focus is commercial real estate, and you can't see the other side, which would be community. Um, Thank you for joining us. Okay, so let's get into this. Welcome to 2025. Y'all want to introduce yourselves? You want me to go first?
Sure,
Yeah,
Which one?
the team lead
you
must go
go first.
first.
Huh?
Absolutely. Cynthia,
The
tell them who
team
you
lead
are.
must
Okay.
go first.
So, hey, I'm Cynthia Peacock, commercial real estate specialist here in Manhattan. I started in the business in 2003. And since that time, I started initially in residential. And then we shifted over to commercial probably 2 years, 3 years later. And now I've been in the business since then time. How about you guys?
So my name is Ileana. I started in 2024. So last year, I'm a newbie, but as it doesn't matter because I love learning. I chose commercial real estate because I love restaurants. I love to help in the journey of a business owner who has a restaurant and looking for a space and seeing how their vision comes to life. It excites me. I'm a fitness competitor as well. I do bikini shows, so I love fitness. And, I'm just part of this VRG journey with Cynthia and Christian.
Yay. Christian, top us
Awesome,
off.
yeah. So yeah, my name is Christian Cole. I'm a commercial real estate specialist in New York City. I love Manhattan. I'm born and raised. Queens get the money. I'm from Queens. So anything you need to know about New York City, I probably know it, or I've been there, or I know somebody who has. I just like business. I like working with people who have vision and want to grow an idea into something more than just a thought. So that's kind of how I ended up shifting from residential to commercial. I have a property of my own, and I'm just looking to get more. So that's kind of what got my feet in the game as far as like real estate and just owning property, and then talking to people who are about that and interested in it is how I got more so focused on how I can become a part of the transaction. And then now I'm here doing commercial, like I said, just speaking to people who are looking to produce something and show it to the world.
Dope. So let's talk about congestion pricing, right?
hmm
Christian, did you drive to the city today?
I did. I did not want to, but I did drive to the city today. Congestion pricing is crazy. It's new. I feel like a lot of people don't really understand what's going on. But it's simply like they are placing a additional toll, so to speak, on all entryways in to Manhattan that are below 60th Street. And the reason I say it that way is because to me, it feels like it's all of them. Because every single entryway to New York City already has a toll, except for the ones that were below 60th Street that were on the east side. So we have the Queensboro Bridge, the Manhattan Bridge, the Brooklyn Bridge, Williamsburg. you didn't have to pay toll to come over these bridges before, and now there's a congestion price, which is between peak hours. So peak hours are from 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Friday, and then 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. on the weekends. So that's literally all day because I don't know who travels outside of those times. Like it doesn't make any sense. So I hate it.
But
But I had
don't
to
they
come.
charge like a lower rate in the evening anyway? Like it's always a charge, correct?
Right, I think it's like $2.25 is the overnight fee, which is
Like coming from the world of commercial, like how do you think that'll impact our clients? Obviously, these are small business owners. Like when I think about congestion pricing, I think about clients who are doing deliveries. We did a deal 2 years ago with a medical company, and they do concierge medicine, and they would drive multiple trucks throughout the 5 boroughs to deliver services to their different clientele. Like how's that going to impact now? Every truck can't take the free pathways, and or a small business who just has a restaurant and needs a delivery. Like how's that going to impact the small businesses that we're dealing with on a day-to-day basis?
yeah, I think it's definitely going to impact it. I think it's going to negatively impact a lot of businesses. There's this idea that it's supposed to reduce the amount of traffic, and there's a claim that it's an ecological advantage in the sense that it'll reduce carbon emissions, just reducing the number of automobiles standing in traffic, therefore just spewing out carbon. But the real thing is that at the end of the day, people who are patroning businesses, people who are owning businesses, supply chains, everything that moves through the city, whether it's goods, products, services, it's going to be infected because if the person is not deterred from coming in, they're going to pass along that fee somehow. So if it costs me more money to get into Manhattan to deliver my, I don't know, specialty meat from upstate New York, I'm going to charge more for that item. And then the same thing. So the same way people complain about rent prices increasing, cost of living is going to go up if you make it more expensive to live. If you make it more expensive to travel, to go to a place where you can do business, then I have to make my business more expensive. And therefore, it becomes harder to just enjoy things and for people to buy.
So,
Absolutely.
like, what are you going to do as a small business, right? Let's say you have a bakery and you were offering free delivery, and now your clients are in Battery Park City and your business is in the Upper East Side. Like, are you going to now say to the clients who you've been giving free delivery to for decades? Actually, we have a client and they have a bakery business and they used to do that. Like, what are they going to do? Are they going to stop delivering, which means that's less business, that's less income? Or are they going to decide, like, hey, now you have a $10 or $15 delivery charge every time you're below 60th Street? Like, does that really make sense? And, like, do you think the government, and obviously there are some people who work for New York State or New York City government, maybe,
Who
watching this live?
who we love.
Do you think they have thought through that? And like, do you think like just the benefits of the income to the city outweighs it? Because on the other side of it, obviously we have the congestion pricing and the tolls to get into the city, but we also know the subway systems pricings have gone up. Like I remember
Absolutely.
paying, I feel like when I first moved to New York, like the monthly was like $69 a month. I don't know what it is. Ileana might be able to tell us that.
So yeah, you guys are
And
talking.
it's completely different.
It's complete. It is completely different. I believe now it has increased absolutely. Now they want to charge $3. Like the city has just gotten expensive. I have a license. I do not drive, and I'm happy I don't drive in the city because you guys are gonna pay extra. But yeah, no, it's getting ridiculous, and unfortunately, the city is trying to find the solution to our problems, but they're creating more problems. To answer your question, if a bakery delivers, does free delivery, and now because of these congestion prices, they have to adjust. And unfortunately, they're going to get unhappy customers at the beginning, and then the demographic shifts from there. So, yeah, the city has gotten expensive. It's getting expensive. It's interesting to see the shift. I've been talking to a lot of New Yorkers that were raised here. I was not raised here, and they say like the city has changed so much. Um, it's become so different, and it's just I want to see kind of how the city has changed.
So, David, hi, Dave.
Oh, Dave.
He shared that the funds are being collected are going to be used to improve our transportation between Queens and Brooklyn. Is that actually going to happen? Because I remember them saying they were going to collect more tolls and they were going to collect more fares to improve the subway system. I don't know if that actually has happened. Like I do remember when there were subway strikes back when I was in undergrad and things like that. Like, are the roads actually good? Christian, you drive every day. You drive from Long Island. Like, do you think that's actually happening? I know there's a lot of infrastructure happening in the city, but is that really like is the revenue that they're collecting, like that's a substantial amount of revenue that they're collecting. They're not just getting a dollar extra. They're getting, like, what is it that you say the Verrazano Bridge is now going to be $27? Like,
Hmm.
I feel bad for you people in Staten Island, like for real. So how is that gonna truly make a difference? Like how is that sustainable?
Yeah, I don't know that it is because I think, like I said, and kind of similar to what you're saying, every time a fare hike went on in New York City, you didn't see a proportionate improvement in any system. Like, yes, the system is under a lot of stress. There are a lot of people. There's a lot to do, and there's a lot of back work that needs to be made up. So, are they doing stuff that, like, increases the backlog of work? Who knows? Are they paying off lawsuits? Who knows? But and I know that the train is not doesn't look better. The subway system doesn't look better. It's not more reliable, but consistently the prices are going up. And to add this number of such a high amount, it really just seems like a deterrent to people coming in. So just the word congestion pricing shows that the psychology of it is really to say we want to get less people driving in the city. It
Hmm.
doesn't say we want to make the city better. We want to make the transit system better. We want to improve any of these systems. But yes, you are going to now cut out a lot of people who already were struggling to afford to commute. Now they have to they're either forced to really get their coins together and continue to drive, or they now have to subject themselves to now taking public transportation.
Oh
And
my
now
goodness.
it's not as simple as just saying, "Oh, take public transportation," because we talk about what we're paying. We're paying cash or we're paying with our time. So now having to transition your life into living around a train schedule or mapping out your train system. I can't get groceries or I can't pick up, something from IKEA or go to the like Nordstrom and put some bags in a car and I have to get on the train. And we all know it looks crazy on the train nowadays as far as what's happening. It looks like the Wild West. So I
Yeah,
don't know.
these trains, as full transparent guys, I live in the Bronx. You know,
Sorry.
I every time I take
We
that
do
six
hold it
train,
against her, but no shade to the Bronx.
I
Sorry.
know. Every time I take that six train from Manhattan to the Bronx, and I'm just like, this is getting crazy. And as Christian said, the transportation system has not improved. Like, I just know those crackheads are going to get more money opening those doors because at this point, nobody's going to pay that fare. I'm sorry, I have to say it. Like, the city just doesn't understand the people. They don't understand the people.
Okay.
Um,
So just to reset, everyone, hey, this is Cynthia Peacock here, commercial real estate specialist in Manhattan. I run the VRG team. We're here in East Harlem. This is my team member, Christian, my team member, Ileana, and we're just talking every Tuesday. We're talking a little bit about some of the things we're dealing with, some of the business things. Obviously, we know congestion pricing is hot and everyone's talking about it. And we're kind of trying to talk about how it relates to the clients we're dealing with, the small businesses, the investors, the developers, the people who have or are consistently going to be impacted to it. So like, I hate to talk and complain about things all the time. Like, what would be a good alternative? What I think would be like, what if they created, just like they do on the trains and just like they do on, in the system, what if they gave you a monthly card, right? If you're someone who's a weekly, a monthly commuter, why wouldn't they give you a monthly membership to avoid the per transaction cost of congestion pricing, as opposed to just the, on a day to day, every time you go up and down, and only if you're a taxi, you would get the benefit of only going down one time But like, wouldn't that have been a better solution? Why is that not an option as opposed to the per diem price? What are your
Or
thoughts?
good points, like for the transportation system. Like every time I swipe, I wish I had points, and then X amount of points equals 3 travels or something like that. You know,
Well,
like
they
I
tried
would have.
that Omni thing with the MTA, where it's like, I think weren't they doing
12,
like
12 rides.
12 rides in a week's time you can
It's
get,
unlimited.
but you got to tap the same card, and that
Cynthia,
actually changes.
exactly.
You,
I've never seen that one extra. I've never seen it. I don't know where it goes.
so now we got to call, like, why am I not seeing my free tap? I tap every day. I'm never seeing that free tap. But I feel like you have to tap twice a day. And
uh,
again, if you're not going to work on a Saturday or Sunday, you're not getting the benefit of that 12 ride because that's your or seventh day,
yeah,
as opposed to doing it every day,
yeah.
right?
So and that's the thing. If you don't do it one day, does it reset? You know. So I would just enjoy a point system that, everybody has like one card and you tap and then you add points and then that equals X amount of rides. That would be great.
Anything else, Christian, on congestion pricing, or we think we're kind of tapped out on the congestion?
Yeah, I mean, listen, we can talk about it. It's not going to change it. I don't think it's a good idea. But we'll see. We'll see what the impact is. I will say that I don't think people who live in New York City and travel to New York City from the boroughs every day were in that room when they decided to make it. That's it.
Yeah. All right, we're going to hit on our second topic of the day really quickly. We obviously know it's 2025. Happy New Year, everyone. So everybody said they were going to circle back in 2025. Are y'all actually seeing that? Are people circling back? Are you circling back? I know, Christian, you had something to say about this earlier.
Yeah, we talking about like just goals in general and like in life. So yeah, I think for 2025, everyone says, Happy New Year, and this year's my year, new me, whatever it is, right? But the question is, why do we wait till January 1st to try and implement change in our life? Why do we say, you know what, it's December 15th. I'm gonna have this last hot dog and pizza, or I'm gonna have a couple more cronuts or whatever it is, and like 2 slices of cake. I'm gonna wild out the 31st. I'm gonna drink champagne, and then January 1st, I'm done. No alcohol, no complex carbohydrates, no sugars, none of that. But the thing is, like, we don't need to wait till January 1st. But since everyone's on it, it's just this regular thing where everyone waits till January 1st, and in the same way people wait till January 1st, they expect to fall off in 2 weeks. Everyone expects it. So you have this energy where people are saying, yo, even check everybody who's coming to the gym, all right, it's gonna be crazy for 2 weeks and they're gonna die down. Like, if you really think about that, it's it's good that people are coming and trying to do new things, but then at the same time, everyone else who claims to have been doing it regularly is actually praying and hoping that these people fall off so that they can get back to what they find as normal. And so, like that, I think that's what we have to talk about. Like, why are we waiting until the first, or why are people waiting to begin something, the new year? And then why are so many people actually waiting for people to not do what they're hoping to do?
Well, the whole waiting to do something for the new year, people, first of all, people want to indulge in pleasures, like they want to eat donuts every day. They want to eat like greasy food every day. They want to indulge in pleasure, but the opposite of that is discipline. Like, as you know, Christian, you do soccer, and you go to the gym every day. Like, building that discipline is a lot of pain, but not only that, physical pain, mentally, you have to grow your mentality to a point where you do that every day, and that donut no longer looks pleasing. So people want
It's
to
just
wait until
delicious stuff.
it is delicious. I love donuts, but I know eating it every day will do damage, so I don't do it. But people want to wait. People want to delay gratification to a point where it's like, I'm gonna indulge in my pleasure as much as possible and then cut it off. But as you know, it doesn't work at all.
Mhm.
Yeah. I mean, for me, I've never been a person that waited until the new year to do something or achieve something. Like, I think, like, your new, and it sounds kind of stupid, but like your new year can be every day. Like I start multiple businesses throughout the year. I write them down and I create strategy, or I figure out how to do that. And it's like, if you wait until the new year, like number one, you're gonna get pushed, or you're going to get in the crowd. Like, why would you as a small business want to start in the beginning of the year? You're just going to be a part of a crowd. Like, do something a little bit more interesting. Actually, shout out to Antoinette Rodriguez from R5 Advisor, the woman who taught me how to market, in my opinion. She always, like, anytime when I worked for her many years ago, she always taught me, like, if you're reaching out to people, if you're doing any kind of campaign, any kind of strategy, like, stay away from the holidays. So I remember we used to do campaigns on tax day. We would send cookies, smiley face cookies, to financial advisors, and it would say something sweet for a bitter day, or to their clients, or we have the financial advisors do this campaign. And it really helped you to stand out in the crowd. Like, as a small business, like, waiting until the new year to open a business, launch a business. I understand, like, we're commercial real estate brokers. We want you to start new businesses right now, right here. But it's not, to me, the most productive for you to only wait until the new year, or only wait until the quarter ends to do so. Like, how are you refreshing the opportunity? How are you looking to be more creative every year, throughout the year? Let's stop that part of the conversation. Ileana, any goals, anything that you want to do and see to the end of the year, since we're getting to the end of our live here?
Yes, of course. I'm competing this year. I mentioned
Well, tell people what you're competing in,
yes.
please.
Yes. So, the people who just joined, I am a fitness competitor. I compete in bikini shows. I took a break last year, but I decided that this year I'm gonna do at least one bikini show and just go for it. So that's one goal, and two, just connect more with dope people. Last year I wasn't as social, and I want to be social again.
All right. Christian, welcome back to the live.
Thank you, thank you.
So we're gonna end today on what is your New Year's resolution? What is your purpose in what you're doing right now?
My New Year's resolution is to magnify my discipline. So just being more disciplined, being more intentional with what I'm doing, everything that I'm doing, especially as it pertains to business. So I'm really, really looking at this year to go hard or go home in all sense of the word, get rich or die trying, however you want to say it. Like, I'm putting everything into growing my business and growing the reaching like my dream for financial freedom that I set for myself. So I put a time clock on it for 2 years, that I want to be financially free, and that's right now putting everything into growing who I am and the transactions that I do. So specifically, my specific goal is to do at least 3 transactions that have gross sales over $1 million, and I want to also, of course, on a personal note, stay consistent in the gym. So I really want to qualify for the New York Marathon in 2026. So I am going to be doing the 9+1 program. So I have my first race. I'm doing the United Half in March. I also have a virtual 5K that I'm doing. I have to do before the 12th, so that's different. But my first confirmed race, like that I sign up, get a pay, and go in person, is March. And so my goal is to qualify for the 2026 New York City Marathon by doing 9 races this year in 2025 and volunteering for one as well.
All right. See, I'm calling it Outside All 2025. Y'all gonna see this on my page. I'm gonna post the stories. I might be corny for it, but I'm outside. So for me, I feel like my mission has always been to connect people and businesses. Like, it's weird. My last 20 plus years of business, like, I see the magic when I am literally outside doing events, connecting people, meeting people. I see the ROI. It's not only for me to get business, but a lot of times I'm sharing the opportunities. I'm sharing other people and connecting other people. And as a general reciprocity and the law of reciprocity, you just get it. You end up succeeding as well. So we're excited to announce we are coming back. We're doing our networking events again. We haven't been doing these SOUP, which is Society of Urban Professional. We haven't been doing events for probably 6 or 7 years at this point, and we are having our first one here right in the VRG offices on January 22nd. We're hosting a cocktail hour for entrepreneurs, small businesses, and professionals. So we're going to send out and we'll post about our events. We're doing a monthly event, one or two, and then we're going to do private dinners as well with our clients, our centers of influence and everything. So for me, all 2025, like, get in our DMs. We're going to get in your DMs. Respond. Because we're definitely going to get in your DMs. Whether it's on Instagram or LinkedIn or wherever, we will be in your DMs. I'm telling you now. So respond, say hi. Like, we're not just there to just get business. Like we want to help you. If you see someone on our page or if you see someone in our feed that you may not need to be connected to, ask us. Like, our goal is to connect. Our goal is to help each other, because I think when that happens, then we see the ends. Like, whether you are in cannabis, whether you are in restaurants, you are in fitness, or you are a developer, you're trying to build a building, you're trying to buy your first piece of land, you're trying to be in New Jersey, like one of the people on this live right now selling dope properties to clients. Like, connect with us, let us know what you need, who you want to meet, and we're going to continue this. So as I started this conversation with, we're the VRG team here in East Harlem. This is a spin on a podcast I wanted to launch called Close on Purpose, where we talk a little bit about what our purpose is. We're obviously closing. Number one, we're real estate agents. Our goal is to close transactions, close deals, make money, always. But on purpose is like, what does that mean? Like, what is our purpose? What is our driver? For me, I'm always closing on the bigger mission, the bigger purpose. Like, what is the bigger purpose? Like, obviously making money is one thing, but connecting and being able to see something, seeing a building come out of the ground is the most amazing feeling, especially if you got the land sold, you help the client connect, and then once the building is built, getting the retail, leased. That just to me is like one of the most magical experiences you can have as a broker. But like, what is the purpose, whether you are a gym owner, like, what are you closing on every day? Because that's the only thing that's going to really keep you motivated. That's the only thing that's going to keep you moving. So we'll see you again next Tuesday at 11:30. Bye.
Bye, guys.
All right.
Peace.
Thank you guys for all joining. Bye-bye.
Awesome.
How do I end this?